In the lovely booklet we got here, there is a comparison of you between Lewis and Sebastian, and you said that Sebastian is not on the same level as Lewis is. Can you explain that?
I think I know Lewis maybe better than Sebastian, being teammates and in McLaren and racing maybe a couple of more years together. So in those years I saw Lewis winning races with not maybe the best car. I saw Lewis doing amazing performance when sometimes it was not a competitive car in the hands, and these things at the moment we didn't see with Sebastian. Yes, the only difference, they are two great champions, they are the two main rivals, and they are the two most talented drivers in the grid now. But I still miss this performance from Sebastian, when maybe the Red Bull is ready to do 8th or 7th. When I see Sebastian winning the race or being in the podium, that will put him, I think, at the same level of Lewis.
Alain Prost, who also has 4 titles. Sebastian Vettel has won his 4 consecutive titles at the same time before Alain had even won his first Grand Prix. But do you put Sebastian into the same category as Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna?
I don't know, time will tell us when he will have a car like the others. If he wins, he will be one of the legends in Formula 1. When one day he has a car like the others and he's 4th, 5th, 7th, these 4 titles will be bad news for him, because people will take these 4 titles even in a worse manner than what they are doing now. So there are interesting times for Sebastian coming.
Has your understanding changed from before Bahrain to now?
No, maybe I didn't.
Fernando made it pretty clear. He said you have to leave it the space. All the time you have to leave it the space.
Yes. Yes,
That was clear, no?
as I did last year with Sebastian in Monza.
What? Yes, but that isn't what happened in Bahrain. He just thought my car was slimmer, so...
But you pass.
Talk about a blast from the past. Sebastian Vettel, Fernando Alonso, a 4-time world champion, a 2-time world champion. Driving for Aston Martin, driving for Alpine GP. Both of them in the midfield. Who wins? Now that's the question. Sebastian Vettel and Aston Martin would start their journey in 2021. Fernando Alonso, on his part, would make a return to Formula 1 with Alpine GP. In a rather highly unexpected turn of events, after a long time we would see Sebastian Vettel and Fernando Alonso go up against each other in a similarly paced car. Last year's Racing Point arguably had the fastest car in the midfield, while the Renault of last year too was able to string together 3 podiums. With the regulations expected to stay the same, more or less, we could expect the pecking order to remain similar, and this would mean Aston Martin and Alpine GP fighting it out for glory in the midfield. What it would also mean is that F1 gets to see 2 of the best to ever do it fight it out in the midfield. With Fernando Alonso returning to F1 with aspirations of mounting a title challenge, and Sebastian Vettel looking to rejuvenate his career with Aston Martin, it would be interesting to see how the battle unfolds on the track between these two. In essence, both Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel's careers have followed a similar trajectory. Both were able to achieve great results at the start of their career, Alonso with Renault, while Vettel with Red Bull Racing. Both were the youngest ever Formula 1 champions at one stage, and both tried to emulate Michael Schumacher by making a move to Ferrari. And both, unfortunately, failed to emulate Michael Schumacher's dream run with Ferrari. At this stage of their career, both Vettel and Alonso are looking for one final push to the front with their respective teams. Vettel, on his part, is hoping that the new Aston Martin project and the 2022 budget cuts would bring him back into contention, while Alonso would be hoping that with Alpine GP he could, for one final time, fight for the title before he calls it a day. I guess it's not a secret that Vettel and Alonso are not the best of friends. Vettel, during his title reign at Red Bull, had Fernando Alonso as his closest challenger on multiple occasions. Vettel was able to gain and keep an upper hand because of the superior machinery he had at his disposal. The relationship between the two was at best salty, as Fernando made it a point to credit the car more than the driver for the multiple title triumphs that Vettel had during his career. The fact that it was Vettel who ultimately replaced Fernando Alonso at Ferrari didn't help either, as both the drivers haven't really had the most cordial relationships in the past. Will age and maturity change the dynamics between the two? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Vettel, on his part, would be looking to rejuvenate his career after a reputation damaging stay at Ferrari, while Fernando Alonso would be relishing the opportunity to finally fight Vettel on an even footing. Unless there is a drastic change in the pecking order, we can expect Alpine GP and Aston Martin to be in the vicinity of each other in terms of pace. It would be interesting to see who wins the bragging rights. Will it be Alonso or will it be Sebastian Vettel? Who knows? But at the end of the day, it's going to be a battle worth watching. So, guys, in your view, who has the upper hand? Is it Vettel or is it Alonso? Do let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.